What's up, everybody? And it is day 26. We got some exciting things planned. Stay tuned right after the intro. Whew. Alright guys, I am going to be working in the warehouse all day so I'm headed over to Darlington to go to the cotton gin where we have those treadmills. I got them boxes you saw me loading up last Friday. Those are treadmill belts and other accessories that are going to be needed to get them treadmills up and running. So without further ado, let's get down that road and check out what we have in these boxes.
It's not discriminating. All right, Charlamagne, thank you for that donkey today. Yes, sir. All right.
Got a couple boxes in for those free motion treadmills. I'm gonna see what parts came in so I can see how many of these I can actually get ready by the end of the week. I want to have a bunch of them ready so they can start going to the gyms. I'm gonna line them up behind me as fast as I can get them done, and then I'll be able to keep track of which ones are good and which ones aren't. Let's see what's in these boxes. Alright guys, so I got this treadmill behind me. This is the first one I'm going to start through. A lot of the ones on the other side I've already diagnosed problems with or whatever. But I got this generator here. I plug this up to the treadmill to get it to turn on. I test the incline. I make sure that it runs. Then I go in through the settings and I find out how many hours of run time is on the actual treadmill. I look at the belt, I look at the motor, I look at the back of the board on the display. I check the buttons on the display. I go through the whole thing, make sure it's solid all the way through. If there's any problems like a drive belt that's messed up or the running belt that's messed up, or if it's not turning on, I try to fix that before it ever makes it into the gym. So when they get this piece, it's practically a brand new piece of equipment. So without further ado, let's get to the troubleshooting and the repairs and everything and keep it moving. Is the circuit board right here. These lower control boards, they do not offer anymore. So for the unfortunate problem in the back where we had the rat go in here and eat up a bunch of these cables and the components on the board, we are SOL on those. But we do have a lot of working treadmills, so that board looks good. Another thing is this drive belt right here. You just look and make sure it doesn't have any cracks. And make sure that there's plenty of pressure on here. Make sure it's lined up. Make sure there's not dirt in these grooves, because it can throw that belt just a little bit out of a wobble. There's a bearing on the inside here. You just make sure it's nice and clean. Make sure dust isn't going to go in there and cause it to prematurely break. And last thing is just to go along this running belt and make sure that everything looks good all the way down. Alright, this is a good example of something that you would be looking for. This furthest bolt over here on the other side, I'm using my phone as a flashlight right there, is actually raised. That's a bushing for the front end of the treadmill where it bounces at. So if this bushing is loose, it can cause a whole mess of problems. So just the simple tightening it up will keep it from having a premature failure on that. So we're going to go ahead and put the drill in here. All right, everybody, so we're cruising along today. I got these 3 treadmills cleaned up for the most part. I had to go grab a blower so I could blow out the motor compartments. I'm going to get that knocked out. The one in the very back corner over here on my right hand, which will be on the left hand since the camera flips everything. I got you. And It needs a belt replacement, so I got the belt sitting next to that. I'm gonna get ready to change that. I did get a little hungry, and since I was going to get the blower, I went ahead and picked up some food from Talkie's Diner, which is like an Elvis Presley / like 50s diner that's located here in Darlington. They have some really good food. I've eaten there like maybe 2-3 times in my lifetime. But I'm gonna B-roll this food with the 85 and show you guys what it looks like, and then I'm gonna get back to hustling. So let's keep it moving. For the front roller, there's a screw. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting. It's just dark in here, but there's a screw that goes across that grabs the front part of this roller, and it goes through the bearing. I got a little Allen head stuck in there, but this controller is right behind it, and by the time I get a ratchet and that screw backs up a little bit, it's going to be all up in there. So what I did is there's 2 screws. There's a screw right here on this side and a screw on this side, and that's in this whole circuit board wire mess area. So I just broke this free, but I took this bolt out on this side so I can slide it open. Now I should have enough area to work, but I won't have a problem as far as getting that screw back in that slot back there. So I'm gonna have to remember that for next time, but that's a helpful trick there for anybody that's at the same spot I am. Anyways, let me set this back up over. Alright guys, so that wraps it up for today. I didn't even get done with that treadmill over there. I started putting the belt back on, found out it was the wrong belt. They had sent me the wrong belts, which I, of course I got to check myself, make sure I didn't order the wrong belt, which I didn't. It was the right belt. I asked for an OEM. They didn't even send me that. They sent me some generic one. OEM, if you don't know what that is, it just means the part that originally came on the machine. But yeah, they didn't send me the correct belt. I had to contact them and try to get it all worked out. We did. We got a claim in. They should be refunding us all the money for those belts, and then we'll work out the fact that of sending it back. It just upsets me when people don't account for other people's time. I got a whole bunch of time wasted on trying to fix a treadmill today that didn't go nowhere. I did get these other 3 looking real good. They're ready to go out the door, but as far as that one in the back with the bell, I wanted to get that swapped out today. We got some more things going on tomorrow back over here, so we'll be working in the cotton gin again, and probably for the remainder of the week. We just a lot of stuff going on, but I'm real excited to share it with you guys. I hope you guys are excited too, and I think that's going to wrap it up for today. If you guys are liking the content, please look down below at the like, follow, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get a reminder every time I post a video. Until tomorrow, peace out.